Okay. The City of Auburndale was incorporated in 1911 and attained a $60,000 bond in 1926 to construct a new city hall. 4 proposed sites were presented as possible locations for the building until, after some indecision, the city purchased a lot from Ephraim M. Baynard for $6,000. Designed by architect Roland C. Buckley of Lakeland and constructed by Paul A. Smith, an Auburndale building contractor, the new city office opened in 1927. City Hall originally housed all municipal offices, including the fire department, city clerk, city manager, and the mayor, and the first floor of the building. The second floor contained a courtroom, council chambers, and a fireman's dormitory. City Hall has also served as a home to the Chamber of Commerce, Public Library, and Police Department. The building provides a relatively rare and visually appealing example of the Italian Renaissance style made popular in New York by the famous architectural firm of McKim, Mead, and White. Okay, City of Auburndale, Auburndale Community Redevelopment Agency, Auburndale Historic Preservation Commission, Centennial Celebration Committee. Alright, because this building occupies a corner position on a triangular shaped lot, it has been historically referred to as the Flatiron Building, deriving its nickname from the triangular shaped electronic clothing press iron popularized in the 1920s. Constructed around 1912, the building is one of the oldest masonry vernacular commercial structures in Auburndale's historic business district. It is believed to be the only commercial structure to survive all 3 fires that destroyed the heart of Auburndale's business sector in 1912, 1913, and 1915. The building was originally constructed as the First State Bank of Auburndale, which opened for business in 1912 but failed in the 1930s under the rest of the Great Depression. Auburndale's most well-known early local photographer, Alice Kaiser, once operated a photo shop in the building. Other commercial occupants have included a furniture store, post office, restaurant, and professional office. Cool. Oh. Okay, this is Patterson Retail Building. Nearly all of the early commercial buildings in Auburndale were constructed from wood. As a result, 3 fires destroyed the heart of Auburndale's business sector in 1912, 1913, and 1915. The fire in 1913 was magnified by a great explosion that occurred when flames engulfed a large cake of dynamite. In response to the disaster, Mayor E.S. Henderson appointed a committee to draft a fire zone ordinance requiring fire-resistant structures within a downtown commercial district. Because of this requirement, John Patterson, an active member of Auburndale's early business community, constructed the Patterson Retail Building. In 1916, using masonry building techniques. The masonry vernacular building is an example of a style that became more common for commercial buildings in the 1920s. The Patterson Retail Building has been home to at least 2 drugstores and a professional office. see this one. Okay, Baynard Retail Building, circa 1926. Okay. Ephraim M. Baynard built several commercial buildings and at least 2 residences in the city of Auburndale. Following the Great Fire in 1915 that destroyed the business in Auburndale, Baynard eventually rebuilt his commercial building located in East Park Street in 1926. In addition to the original building was constructed in 1932. The name Baynard appears in the cornice of the building in reference to its original owner. For many years, ornamental details have been added to the building in an attempt to impart a Mediterranean revival style. The building has been home to professional offices, restaurants, local retail and service businesses. The Park Movie Theater was the first commercially operated motion picture establishment in Auburndale, making its home in the Baynard Retail Building. Pretty sure it's this one. That would make more sense. Then again, it could be both. Okay. Well, I'm not exactly sure if it's that one or the other one, but it's one of these. Alright, the Seaboard Airline Rail and the Atlantic Coastline Rail played a major role in the development of the city of Auburndale, intersecting each other in the city and bringing passengers and commerce from around the state and country to Central Florida. Auburndale was served by 2 train depots, one located in the Seaboard Airlines Rail and another in the Atlantic Coastline Rail. The Seaboard Airline Train Depot, which is a masonry vernacular building Mediterranean style, was built in 1927 and was originally located near the intersection of Pillacon Avenue and Pearl Street and the Seaboard Rail Line. CSX closed the station in 1993, where it sat in disrepair and faced demolition until 2000, when the city of Auburndale purchased it with the intention of making a municipal building. The city obtained grant funding from the Florida Department of State to locate the building to its current location, where the former Atlantic Coastline Trail Depot sat. The rehabilitated and restored building has served as a municipal building since 2002 and remains an important part of Auburndale's history. Right. Auburndale Citrus Growers Association packing house in the late 1800s. Tomatoes were an important crop for Auburndale. I lost my place. Oh, as over 400 acres of the crop had been planted locally. Following a great freeze in 1895, citrus growers began shifting their growth southward to the warmer climates of Central and South Florida. Citrus cultivation then became a dominant industry for Polk County. Local growers produced more than 330,000 boxes of oranges in 1910, and production levels exceeded 1 million boxes annually by 1920. In response to the thriving citrus market and to help regulate freight rates and citrus sales, the Florida Citrus Exchange was founded in 1909. A Polk County branch of the Citrus Exchange was formed in Bartow and an association established in Auburndale. 15 local growers signed the Auburndale Citrus Growers Association contract, and a plot of land was purchased for the eventual construction of a packing facility. Around 1920, the Exchange Packing Company building was complete. The structure is an example of the Spanish mission style that achieved popularity in Florida during the great land boom of the 1920s. The Auburndale Citrus Growers Association Packing House is listed in the National Register of Historic Places. It's storage facility now, and it has construction office and a few other places. But this is a much bigger building than the others. Oh, God damn it. Pardon the language. I believe people's been almost getting in front of me all day.